आपादिमोडपर्यन्तां गुरुणामाकृतिं स्मरेतेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति स्मृतिच्च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीतनोतुलितरामितरानपेक्षमङ्गृद्वयं निगमशाकिशिखाप्रवालं हैरम्बमम्बुर्वडम्बरचौर्यनिक्रं विघ्नाद्रिभीडशतधारधुरन्धरन्नः सर्वेषां स्वागतम्. This is the Saṃskāra session for the 24th shloka. So in the 24th shloka, we come across this particular statement of the Shruti. Shraddhanvitas tattvamasi vakyatah. What is this tattvamasi iti vakyatah? So, in the Advaita, not just this thing, but it was actually selected, we can say, from the Advaita philosophers, but it has gained traction so that it is used everywhere. All the three sampradayas use the Mahavakyas. So what are these Mahavakyas? They are the pronouncement of the nature of Brahman, ultimate reality. That means, like we can say that this is it. When we say that the greatest, which is closer to the nature of Brahman, understanding the Brahman. So these are four Mahavakyas that have been selected by different Upanishads, and they have their relevance and they explain different nature of Brahman. So these Mahavakyas it is not a pronouncement of the Advaita philosophy. It gained relevance when they were used to explain that philosophy. That's all. And even today, most of the people who understand or preach Advaita usually go for one of the four Mahavakyas. They preach extensively the first one. Also, the second one is there, but first one is more relevantly used even now. That is Tattvamasi only. So these Mahavakyas must be understood. We'll see Tattvamasi later in the next one, because the next shloka, the 25th shloka, also explains that what in terms of the meaning of fundamental rudimentary meaning of Tattvamasi has also been explained. But here Mahavakyas are four statements or pronouncement or grand statements from the Upanishads, and these statements in themselves are explanatory towards the ultimate reality, that is of Brahman, fundamental truths, or etc. etc. So what are they? So first one is Tattvamasi. So this Tattvamasi is Tat Tvam Asi. So this is from Chandogya Upanishad. So the emphasis is on non-dualism, that is Tat and Tvam. Tat, we will see what the example of Tat, Tvam are one, Asi. There it is within you. Okay. So the second one is Aham Brahmasmi. This is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Aham Brahma Asmi. Split is Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Brahman. Tattvamasi is that thou art. The English translations doesn't make much sense also. Trying to say it, we are just trying to project it, but understanding in the Sanskritam meaning itself, we are saying Aham Brahma Asmi. Here Brahman is the tattva that they are trying to say. So Aham Brahmasmi. So there the focus is towards the Brahma Tattva in every individual. So where the first one is, we can say, is the principle of non-duality. Second one is an approach. It's a, bottom up approach where we are seeing within the individual self there is the Brahman or the ultimate reality, or that we can also take a top down approach where saying that it is the Brahman that is manifesting. So that way. So aham Brahma asmi. Next one is I am Atma Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. So here, this is from Mandukya Upanishad. So here we are focusing on the identity of the individual self through the fundamental reality. So I am Atma Brahma. And then we have Prajnanam Brahma. Sorry, Prajnanam Brahma. Prajna, Prajna is consciousness. Prajna is somebody who is conscious. Prajna, Prajna. So this is from Aitreya Upanishad. So here Prajnanam Brahma. So here Prajnanam Brahma means consciousness is Brahma, or the one who has attained the ultimate consciousness is Brahma, is Brahman. So this is the this highlights the ultimate reality as being all seeing. So basically, these four vakyas explain certain gunas of Brahman that has already been looked at. So here, prajna, that Brahma is prajna. That means he is able to see everything, all seeing. And then I am Atma Brahma. That means he is there everywhere. Aham Brahmasmi also, omnipresence, etc., etc., etc. So these are the Mahavakyas, extremely the four Mahavakyas that has been extensively used to bring out the nature of the Brahman directly from the Upanishads. There are more, but these are the most important ones or more frequently used. There is also something called as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. This is also from Taittiriya Upanishad only. So here the explanation of who Brahman is, it is explained through three different attributes. Satchit Ananda we went on. No? So it was Satya, Sat. Okay, so Sat, the only ultimate truth we explain, we always say that. So Satyam, Jnanam, the only true knowledge, ultimate knowledge, Anantam, and because the expansion of Brahman is infinite. So Anantam Brahma, this is also one of the Mahavakyas. And then we have Ekoham Bahushyam. Ekoham Bahushyam. That means I am one. I become many. So this is from Chandogya Upanishad. So here again, um, Ekoham Bahushyam is explains the it practically explains how Krishna manifests into different people when Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga is going on, he expands himself into all different. There is also one, no, Brahmo Vacha. Um, in like it is in Vishnu Sahasranama. This Brahmo Vacha. Not. हाँ, नमोस्तु अनंताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षि शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः. So Brahma, he explains Narayana as Namostu Anantaya. He is Ananta, expansiveness that we are seeing in this Vakya also. Sahasra Murtaye, Murtaye, now who has manifested into Sahasra times, he has manifested Sahasra Murtaye. Sahasra Pada Akshi, Akshi means eyes, one who has Sahasra Padas, one who has Sahasra eyes, one who has Sahasra Shira, one who has thousand hands. Sahasra Padakshi Shiroru Bahave. Sahasra Namne, one who has a thousand names, which comes in Vishnu Sahasra Nam. Sahasra Namne Purushaya Shashwate. But he is the ultimate reality, therefore he is not going to go anywhere. There is no Adi and Antya for him. Purushaya Shashwate. Sahasra Koti Yugadharine Namaha. The one who has taken birth in a Koti years, or one who himself has taken the dharana of Koti Yugas. So, like that. So, basically explaining that since everybody is a manifestation of a Brahman, and because any manifestation of Brahman is going to be born and is going to die and again is going to take up, so therefore that Anantam, the expansiveness of the Brahman, because of that Ekoham Bahushyam, only one person only, that is one person and then one entity only, he is taking a birth into different people, different entities, etc., etc. And that is the reason why we say Aham Brahmasmi also, because there is Brahman Tattva, Brahma Tattva in everything. Like that. That is one of the other Mahavakyas. And then Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Brahma. This also makes the same this thing only. So these are all the Mahavakyas, Mahavakyas basically is that those are selected Vakyas which explain the meaning of the entity of Brahman. So that is the reason interpretations can be anything. It can be used in any kind of philosophy, but these are directly taken from the Upanishads. Astu. This is one of the samskaras that has been explained specifically because the nature of Brahman is direct. When we speak of the Brahma Sutras, that again is another summarization, or we can say that specifically it is a treatise on the nature of Brahman through the support of Upanishads only. Then the Sampradayas are basically interpretations. So when we ask what is the existence of Brahman in the Upanishads, then these are explained. So Mahavakyas are therefore used to give a direct reference to the nature of Brahman. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि.